Choke, chiggy choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chiggy choke, no joke. You know what it is. Keep showing love. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. I'm in the building. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on the holiday, even on your anniversary. Yeah, yeah. Check, check. Okay. What up? What up? What up? My fellow Americans, salute. What's good? The Gen and E in the building. Audio. Oh, Audi 100. What up? What up? Vince Promo. What up, Vince Promo? The Jenny in the building, as I said before. Who is Nizzy's here? My baby Ramona. Thank you, Ramona, yesterday. Thank you. Um, True Magic TV was good with you. Chuck Dickinson is in the building. The usual suspect, Michelle Frizzy, is here. Michelle Frank. Okay. February's not here. March isn't even here. Not even June. But January is in the building. Shout out to January in the building. All right. Lionheart Rick is in the building. Cartier County Dunk in the building. What up? What up? All right. Lahoma in the building. Machiavelli for life. Wade Tanner, what up? Letitia Brown, what up? Day Nazy, what up, my Nazy, Day Nazy? Rodney in the building. Cypress is here. Choke no joke, you already know. My man Marvin Davis is in the building. Jason Williams just got in. All right. On go. What up? I see you. Face the Bully is here. Choke no joke. We live and direct. You already know. We're going to get straight to it. You know, I'll play some jams at the end of the show. I need to get straight to this because I had y'all waiting a little minute. But I don't know if y'all heard, but the breaking news today, outside of Keefy D going back to court, is the boy Torrance. Boy, this boy Torrance. This little Negro do not know how to stay out of trouble. The little guy, Torrance, if you might know him as something else, I know him as Torrance because he stays in the news so much. I forget the little boy name. But you might know him as Little Boosie. Yeah, the little Boosie. Little Boosie, he just got a thing for the penitentiary, I see. He don't know how to control his anger, bro. And I tell you, this time, the boy is going to get it straight in the culo. I tell you, they're going to give it to him with no Vaseline, baby. No baby oil, no KY jelly. He's going to get it. This is what he's been wanting. So, if you didn't know, uh, when was it? I think last week, maybe. Your boy Lil Boosie had had a gig and got himself into some trouble. So let me get into my professionalism. The rapper born Torrance Hatch was sentenced to 3 years probation back in January. Y'all remember that? Because he wanted to go over to San Francisco, San Diego, one of those, to shoot a music video. One of his security main guys didn't come. He had another security guy. He went and did a video in a gang neighborhood, wanted to be cool, wanted to be hard. And he took the gun and he put the gun in the swallow of his back, in his waist, in the back. And somebody went and was filming live, and they showed the gun in his back, and the police was sitting there watching his live, like, hey, he got a gun. So when Boosie got in the car, leaving the video set, he drove off. The police followed him. You know, they pulled him over. They found the gun. Boosie tried to put the gun on the security guard, allegedly. Was doing a little dry snitching and things of that nature when they got pulled over. And eventually, he was the one that got charged, right? Because he had the gun on him. He goes to state court. They give him probation. He plead guilty to the gun. They give him probation. He walk out the courtroom. The feds come grab him and charge him federally. And eventually, he took a plea deal with the feds as well. And he wound up getting some type of deal that I never heard of. I guess that's when you got money, you could just beat a gun charge after you could play guilty to it and got prize. Hey, anyway, like I said, money talks. So Boosie takes a plea and he gets probation and this was in January. Now he took 3 years probation for this gun. February, March, April, May, June. Almost made 6 months, right? Boosie forgot he was on probation and he got in trouble. Got into an incident at a club. The club is the last place you really want to be when you're on probation, unless you have buku security, homeboys around you, and you have uh, a high tolerance for ignorance, because that's what you're going to run to in the club when everybody's drunk and high and partying, right? Now, however, bad luck for Boosie may be running out soon. His probation officer is now seeking to have him arrested and imprisoned after Boosie was booked in Houston last month on aggravated assault with a deadly weapons charge. Making matters worse, the violation summary obtained by journalist Megan Cunoff reveals Boosie was also traveling out of district without permission. I hope that ain't true. Boosie can't be that stupid in this age of social media to go do a show and not get permission, knowing that they're gonna promote it, people gonna have him on social media at the show. Like he can't be that. He cannot be that slow, right? Ah, Boosie, 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 Boosie. Reveals Boosie was also traveling out of district without permission, having been scheduled as a headliner at Dome. Oh, they got the whole thing. They got the whole thing. As a headliner at Dome nightclub in Houston on May 23rd and 24th, and never bothered to get approval from his probation officer. I pray this ain't true, Boosie. His probation officer or the court before making the trip. On top of that, the summary also flags his alleged failure to complete community service hours. Oh my. Yo, Boosie. Boosie, man. This can't be true, man. You gonna tell me you get caught with a gun and by the hair of your chinny chin chin, because I still don't get it. You got probation. They give you community service and you don't do it. They tell you to report if you're gonna go do shows and you don't do it. I hope this ain't true. He was the headliner at Dome nightclub in Houston on May 23rd and 24th and never bothered to get approval from his probation officer or the court before making the trip. On top of that, the summary also flags his alleged failure to complete community service hours and alleged failed drug tests. Taken together, it concludes that his overall adjustment to supervision is considered poor. Now he's staring down the possibility of 18 to 24 months in federal prison. Nigga, you might as well just went and did the 3 years, all the money you spent on them lawyers for you to have to turn around 6 months later to get violated to go do 2 years out of the 3 years you was gonna do. If ah my little black brothers, man. My little black brothers, man. I just don't really I really don't know. I really don't know what to say, bro. Man, Boosie, bro. 1 second, y'all. Choke no joke. I'm live on YouTube. Hit that link. Come build with us. Boosie, man. Boosie. Yeah, man. This a sad day, man. That nigga I ain't think he would be able to get no probation and get out of this. And to violate it in 6 months, man. If he go to jail, man, ain't nobody better not feel sorry for Boosie, man. I'm just keeping it a bean. But let's move on, man, to the next story, which is the boy Dwayne Davis, aka Keefy D. Now, Keefy D went to court today, as I told y'all earlier, but for some strange reason, um, my reception was bad in the woods. But let me run this by y'all real quick, and then we're gonna get into it. Okay. Now, Instagram, what up? I'm live on YouTube. The link is in my stories. If you want to come on YouTube, or you can stay right here and watch. It's on you. Choke no joke. I'm here with the current events. Here with the current events. So, KVD went to court today. The Tupac trial is on the way. Pop, justice is coming. It's right around the corner, bro. Right around the corner, right? Now, KVD had this court appearance, right? And it's for, they trying to get the book thrown out. They trying to get the jury sequestered. They trying to get the statements or the interviews that he did thrown out, you know, so he can get as fair of a trial as he can get, right? But let me run it down real quick. No, we gotta do the legal thing first. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. And joke, no joke, we're gonna use this clip under fair use for news reporting, commenting, and criticizing Roden Rat Jr. I know you watching, you dirty pig. Yeah. All right, let's get into the news story and then we're going to get into the full breakdown that I got prepared for tonight.
Kendall. Well, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis is back in the Las Vegas courtroom today for a status check in the Tupac Shakur murder case.
This trial keeps getting pushed back. Today's hearing is mostly about scheduling and kind of housekeeping, if you will. Both sides are getting ready for a much bigger hearing that's happening a week from today. That trial readiness hearing on June 30th is expected to cover whether the jury will be sequestered, kind of like they were during the OJ case, and also whether jurors will hear Davis's past statements to police and read from his book called Compton Street Legend. For now, the trial date is still set for August 10th, but that's been pushed back so many times. Some folks are wondering if it's going to happen by then.
Kendall. Well, Dwayne Keefe D.
So, hold on a second here. All right. So, what we dealing with here, and what they also didn't mention in that clip, is that the prosecution has given their discovery to the defense, and they gave them like 4,000 items of pieces of evidence or stuff that they're going to be using in this case. Now, we know if they discover, if they gave them 4,000 things, that more than likely uh they're going to ask for more time to go through all this stuff, because that's a lot of stuff to drop in their lap like almost a little over a month, before the trial starts. So I'm looking for them to ask for some type of extension so they could go through this hefty amount of evidence that they just got hit with. Now, Paul Butt sitting there talking about he wondering what I'm going to do after the trial. Brother, what are you going to do after the trial? Where are you going to be at after the trial? Right? Now, pardon me, y'all, I got a sore throat. Right? Porky, you ain't got to worry about what I'm going to do after the trial because I'm not a one-trick pony. I thought I was the Jay-Z stand. I thought all I talked about was Jay-Z. Now all I talk about is Tupac. Make up your mind, right? But just know I'll be there when you testify. I'll be there when you testify. And nigga, you better take a picture with me too, nigga. I'm walking up on you. I want to take a picture. Well, I'm gonna grab you up like Alpo. Bend down to your wheelchair, put my arm around your neck, and be like, look out, I'm with Pork Butt. You know what I'm saying? Rub your little S curl. You know what I'm saying? I even roll you up into the courtroom if you need some help. You know what I mean? But don't deny me no picture. I want a picture when I see you at that trial. I will be there. All right, Porky? Porky. And the day you testify, I'm making sure I camp out in front of the courthouse. I'm gonna be first in line so I can sit right in the front and look at you while you testify. I want you to be able to look at me every time you give an answer. And that judge, I'm not there. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not there to harass this man or nothing. So if he try to tell y'all anything, that's BS. I just want to speculate up close and personal. I am not coming to disrupt anything. I'm a fan of Reggie's. I'm a big fan. So I want to see him on the stand up close and personal. I'm not going to do nothing wrong. I just want to make sure that he's consistent, Judge. So if y'all gonna be out there at the trial, we all gonna take a group photo with Reggie. All right. Me, Michael Carlin, J Mix. we all gonna be sitting on the edge of Reggie's chair like this. Reggie gonna be sitting right here. We gonna be on this chair like this. I'll be right here. Gonna have my man Michael Carlin right here. You know what I mean? My man Omar Bradley gonna have Reggie in the headlock like this. Yo, Reggie, we coming to get pictures though. The whole crew. We coming through, baby. All right. Now, as we know, Keefe D was back in court today for the status check. The hearing today was about a scheduling, and which is next week, a week from today, right? I believe June 30th, they said, maybe. Um, and I think that's when they're gonna ask for more time. Cause like 4,000 uh things of evidence and a discovery is a lot. Like you can't even read that in a week. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing is they trying to keep the jury locked down like they did in the OJ case, where they don't go home. They put them up in the hotel. You know, I think that would be a great idea. I hope that they do that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and they want to see if interviews like the Greg Cater murder rap illegal tape, they should be able to get that thrown out. That was illegal. for them to record Keefy D. It was illegal for Greg Caden to take those files home from the police department. It was illegal for Greg Caden to release those publicly and use them in a documentary. Like, Keefy D could have sued that dude. Right? So the prosecutors introduced evidence to the and now trying to say that the murders of Biggie and Tupac are connected. That's what they insinuating in the evidence that the prosecutors got. Now, I'm wondering if the prosecutors have been paying attention to what's going on YouTube, right? And Reggie thinking that, oh, the prosecutors thinking that, it's connected to the Biggie thing, this, that, and other, may not have nothing to do with him. But if there's 4,000 pieces of new evidence or testimony or whatever it is, I guarantee you one of those 4,000 pieces is Reggie's ass. Now, we know Reggie ass is grass, new moon grass, because we know he's the one that blamed Keefy D's for Biggie's murder. Right? So if now they trying to say that evidence may connect the two murders, right? To me, it's clear that the prosecution team is listening to Reggie Wright Jr. Now, what can happen? What can happen is one of few things, right? But one thing that can happen, because now that they connected, they saying there's some connection between Biggie and Tupac, right? Remember, this whole case started where Keefy D got arrested. It all started for Reggie Wright Jr., right? Remember, Reggie was a suspect. Greg Caden went to him after picking up Russell Poole's investigation and starting off with Reggie. But Reggie was able to mind F Greg Caden's dumbass, right? And Greg Caden went to Reggie as a suspect. Reggie spun him, mind effed him like he was Yoda, right? Like, just spent that nigga head like a witch. And Greg Caden went for what Reggie told him. And Reggie has immunity, right? In the Biggie case. Reggie has said it himself that he has immunity in the Biggie case. Many of us that follow this case for so long have that audio of Reggie saying that he has immunity in the Biggie case, right? So if Greg Caden gave Reggie immunity in the Biggie case, what was Reggie's involvement for him to get immunity? Because if he had no involvement, he wouldn't need immunity, right? So what Keefy D's defense needs to do is when they get Reggie on the cross examination is, or if they subpoena Greg Caden, is ask Greg Caden, why did you give Reggie Wright Jr. immunity in the Biggie case? Because remember, Reggie's the one that said Southside killed Biggie in retaliation for not getting their money for killing Tupac, right? Now, if Reggie is saying that Poochie killed Biggie by ways of Suge Knight putting out a hit on Biggie through Poochie, so if Suge allegedly got Biggie killed, could it be that Death Row was expecting money for killing Tupac and didn't get their money for killing Tupac? This is why they killed Biggie? And they all was in it together with Keefe D? Could have Keefe D, for some apparent reason, played a part in this Tupac thing, and they got offered money to kill Tupac, allegedly, and Reggie allegedly, who calls himself the orchestrator or coined himself as the orchestrator when he was beefing with Trayvon Lane, talking about he don't have to use his hands. He don't have to use his hands because he's the orchestrator, right? When he was threatening Trayvon Lane. I don't understand how the prosecutors overlooked that when Reggie says it's RIP when you mess with Reggie. When he threatened Trayvon Lane, talking about, oh, it ain't gonna be in jams. Oh, it jammed when I got out the garbage can, it jammed. It ain't gonna be no jam with Reggie. It's gonna be RIP. How does the prosecutor not sit there and look at Reggie when he could blatantly threaten a person, telling Trayvon Lane that he could kill him on the internet? That's no allege. I still have that video. So if Reggie told Greg Caden that Southside killed Biggie because they didn't get their money for killing Tupac, who told Reggie that? Where would Reggie get that information that Southside killed Biggie because they didn't get their money for killing Tupac? Who told him that? Now, how about this? Keefe D is saying that allegedly Reggie Wright Jr. orchestrated the murder of Tupac, right? Keefe D has said if he got locked up for Tupac, that Reggie should go to jail for Biggie because he know that he has his hands in it. That's his words. Suge Knight accused Reggie Wright Jr. of killing Tupac, allegedly. Reggie is saying that Suge killed Biggie, allegedly. However way you want to look at it, the circle keeps spinning amongst them right there. Keefe D, Reggie, and Suge, right? Who's to say, as Reggie believes that Keefe D is going to work a deal out, who's to say that Keefe D and Suge allegedly, I'm just speculating, are cooperating together with the prosecutor to give up Reggie? If they are now saying they got a link that this murder is connected to Biggie's murder, who's to say that Suge and Keefy D ain't working together now. The same guy that Suge said free Keefy D in Orlando wasn't the shooter, and Reggie got fired and he fired back. Who's to say that Keefy D and Suge aren't cooperating with the prosecution right now to give up Reggie? Remember the link between Tupac and Biggie in the investigation in this is Greg Caden and Reggie. Reggie is the one that told Greg Caden that Southside killed Biggie because Greg Caden went to Reggie accusing him and Death Row of killing Biggie. But Greg Caden not being street smart and Reggie being street smart and on the police smart side was able to mind F Greg Caden and coach him right into giving him immunity. And once Reggie got immunity in the Biggie case, he felt clear because he knew nobody was going to allegedly implicate him in the Tupac case. And so he knew ain't nothing they could do right now. Even if they figured out Reggie was behind killing Biggie, there's nothing they can do because he had immunity or a proffer agreement. And he's not dumb enough to talk about it like Keefy did. However, how would Reggie know that Suge got Biggie killed if he had no involvement? And if he had no involvement, why would he need immunity? Nick, what up? Anyone? But if Keefy D is taking the deal, I wouldn't be surprised if him and Suge is working together. Not saying that Suge would rat or anything, but if Suge could help them out without publicly going on the stand. Justin, good looking. I appreciate the donation. Um, if Suge could help them out, especially now that he may feel like he been double crossed by Reggie. If he could help them out without tarnishing his image by getting on the stand and saying it, and could work with Keefy D and the prosecutors from the far, don't think that the prosecutors can't turn around and flip on Reggie. Because Keefy D could take a plea and say, yeah, I'm guilty by association, but I did it because Reggie told me to do it. Darnell, good looking. Appreciate it, brother. Much love. DJ in the building. Now, here's another thing, right? For y'all that believe that Pac was leaving Death Row. I keep going back to Chris Connell, the first responder for Tupac, when Tupac that pulled the cop that pulled Tupac out the car was Suge. He stated that Pac kept trying to say something to Suge. Who's to say that Pac wasn't trying to beef with Suge or make an accusation like, yo, you set me up, allegedly? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's the case. But who is to say that this cop said All Pac kept trying to do was say something to Suge, and he couldn't get it out. It's something to think about. Yeah, send it to me. So August 10th, the trial date is still happening right as of right now. I can't wait to see Reggie get on the stand and testify because he think this is a joke. And he think this is sweet, and he think that because he got immunity in the Biggie murder, right? Because Greg Caden was a knucklehead who couldn't see uh, that Reggie is so charming and wait till I start uploading all this stuff on my Instagram because I'm not gonna put it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are notorious for trying to flag stuff. Another thing that I got too is I forgot to tell y'all that Trayvon Lane, allegedly his ex-girl, baby mother, or whatever, used to mess with Diddy. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Because Reggie told it. Trayvon Lane's girl was messing with Diddy. And could that be the reason why he sent Pac on a dummy mission? I'll put that picture in my stories on my Instagram. If y'all follow me at Real Choke No Joke, I'm gonna put the picture with allegedly Trayvon Lane's girlfriend, baby mother, something is sitting on Diddy's lap. And when Reggie was mad at Trayvon Lane, he posted the picture and was like, "Yeah, this is why you was mad." Woo, 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 woo. It's a picture with Biggie, Zip, Diddy, and 3 chicks from the South Side, allegedly. I'll show y'all on Instagram. They go to the picture right here. Y'all see it? There you go. But don't worry, I'll post it for y'all on Instagram so y'all can see it, right? So here's some other things that I want to get into real quick, right? Now, we know us with a third eye know that this case ain't been solved because the police was involved allegedly. That's what many people believe. If these were just random ass street activities, niggas would have been locked up already, right? So Reggie Wright Jr., Right Way Security, always hired the police, right? Now, Keefe D knows David Mack from Compton. How doesn't Reggie know David Mack from Compton? And how does Reggie say that David Mack and Rafael Perez never worked at Death Row when Keefe D know them from working at Death Row and seeing them around Death Row, along with Layla, Trady from the East Siders, C Big C Style, rest in peace, Joe Cool, Jimmy Iovine, Chief Bernard Parks, so on and so forth, right? But let me show y'all something right here, right? Check this out. Shout out to my man Cam Capone. It's courtesy of Cam Capone right here. Check this out.
Because while I was in there for the 70 months, I was making my plans so they wouldn't ever get me again. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure, they had upgraded their technology. So they was just one step ahead of me.
Yeah. And they came in your garage, and you guys started talking?
No, when I came out there, they was taking the tracking devices off my car.
Okay. And what all did
So
they say?
we just want to talk to you. And they said if you hire Edie Fall, we got to arrest you at a high price attorney. And they said call that dude from that you met at the restaurant.
Were they in the house across the street too?
Yeah, they had rented the house over there, yeah.
And they said they had you on murders and everything.
Yeah.
But then they was like, he was like, I didn't do nothing. They were like, we know.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I shut the garage down. I shut the garage down and the little 5-minute thing went off. So it went pitch black. Scary motherfucker. I come back on the light. Them motherfuckers got their guns drawn, scared to death. Like, man, I thought this was a booby trap. Oh, fuck. Then the white dude was talking. Ooh. Then the brother looked me right in the eyes, gave me some street shit. I'm like, keep it D. You know what I'm saying? We got some shit that's going to break your heart. And we got you on the gang of murders. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, I ain't killed nobody. Like, we know.
So they were like, we gonna frame your ass.
Yeah.
Either way.
We got your ass.
Yeah.
So I called that lawyer. We went and met him. And they got to showing me what they got. I said, I'm not telling you shit till you show me what you got. Took them a few days to show me what they got. They had our ass. And they had a lot of people caught up in this bullshit.
They started showing you footage of stuff?
But they came to me for help. I didn't come to them.
Can you take me through how you got Keefe D to cooperate?
Yeah, it's the kind of typical investigative strategy where you get somebody to where you have leverage on them. And once you have leverage on them, you introduce the scenario to them and let them make a decision whether or not they think it's in their best interest to cooperate. So that's essentially what we did. Built a drug case against him that was going to put him...
That you met at the restaurant.
Were they in the house across the street too?
Yeah, they had rented the house over there, yeah.
And they said they had you on murders and everything.
Yeah.
But then they was like, he was like, I didn't do nothing. They were like, we know.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I shut the garage down. I shut the garage down and the little 5-minute thing went off. So it went pitch black. Scary motherfucker. I come back on the light. Them motherfuckers got their guns drawn, scared to death. Like, man, I thought this was a booby trap. Oh, fuck. Then the white dude was talking. Ooh. Then the brother looked me right in the eyes, gave me some street shit. I'm like, keep it D. You know what I'm saying? We got some shit that's going to break your heart. And we got you on the gang of murders. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, I ain't killed nobody. Like, we know.
So they were like, we gonna frame your ass.
Yeah.
Either way.
We got your ass.
Yeah.
So I called that lawyer. We went and met him. And they got to showing me what they got. I said, I'm not telling you shit till you show me what you got. Took them a few days to show me what they got. They had our ass. And they had a lot of people caught up in this bullshit.
They started showing you footage of stuff.
But they came to me for help. I didn't come to them.
Y'all hear that? They came to me for help. What would the police come to him for help for? They just caught him with PCP. They set him up with his thing, and they came to him for help. What help did they need in the Tupac murder case? They came to him for help. They set him up with the drugs so he can help them. They never charged him with the drugs. They could have sent him to jail, right? Y'all set him up with these drugs. Y'all caught him with the drugs. Y'all gave him a profit. Y'all wanted him to come and talk about a murder. He tell you about a murder. He did this murder. And now y'all caught him with drugs. And he telling y'all about a murder he did. And y'all don't lock him up. Huh? So what was he helping y'all with this Tupac murder that y'all would let him get off telling y'all he killed Tupac and y'all caught him with a bunch of drugs, a lifetime sentence worth, and he's helping y'all.
Yeah.
But then they was like, he was like, I didn't do nothing. They were like, we know.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I shut the garage down. I shut the garage down, and the little 5-minute thing went off. So it went pitch black. Scary motherfucker. I come back on the light. Them motherfuckers got their guns drawn, scared to death. Like, man, I thought this was the booby trap. Oh, fuck. Then the white dude was talking. Ooh. Then the brother looked me right in the eyes, gave me some street shit. I'm like, keep it D. You know what I'm saying? We got some shit that's gonna break your heart. And we got you on the gang of murders. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, I ain't killed nobody. Like, we know.
So they were like, we're gonna frame your ass.
Yeah.
Either way.
We got your ass.
Yeah.
So I called that lawyer, we went and met him. And they got to showing me what they got. I said, I'm not telling you shit till you show me what you got. Took them a few days to show me what they got. They had our ass. And they had a lot of people caught up in this bullshit.
They started showing you footage of stuff?
But they came to me for help. I didn't come to them.
Can you take me through how you got Keefe D to cooperate?
Hiring shouldn't be a job in itself. With Upwork, it isn't. Upwork is the one-stop shop.
Though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, motherfucker. And I told the motherfucker, man, all I'm going to do is plead guilty in the first.
And started the process of cooperating, and he enlightened us to the details as far as he knew them.
I didn't come to them. They came, knocked on my door for help.
Right.
They did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come to them. Well, I don't know why they just didn't do like that. You know what we do? Just come take everybody to jail. You know what I'm saying? They came, knocked on my door for help.
Well, what help did they ever get? Is that making sense to anybody? They came to him for help. I mean, I know he was an informant, you know what I'm saying? Because he was an informant for Reggie's former partner, Eric Perrin, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So we know he was an informant. So if they came to him for help, we know he must have helped. He didn't go to jail for nothing. And he sat there and told them about the Tupac murder, and they didn't lock him up. Yeah, okay.
So after hearing all the evidence that they had against you, you left, right? And they gave you some time to think about it?
Yeah, they just showed me a few shit that day.
A little bit.
They showed me some crucial shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, motherfucker. And I told them, motherfucker, man, all I'm gonna do is plead guilty in the first court appearance. And they like, motherfucker, it's over. You know, we're gonna book you on a gang of murders. Okay. So they gave me the day before Thanksgiving to January the 9th. Come back with your decision.
So what happened? You go back January 9th.
So let me get this right. Gray Caden and them come to you for help. They just set you up and they busted you with kilos of PCP. But they need your help. And either you help them or they send you to jail and put false murders on you. What are you helping them with? And they gave you from Thanksgiving to January to think about you helping them? Did they ask you, Keefe D, to come up or to play a part in this Tupac story to cover up that these allegedly dirty cops killed Tupac? Did you agree to go along with this story? And this is why they allegedly gave you a proffer. Orlando always said he didn't do it. He felt like he was a patsy. Reggie allegedly was selling drugs with Keefe D way back then. They was doing business. He dropping off suitcases. He's still cool with them. They meet with them to give him the $60,000 to testify for Suge. Suge go home from jail. Keefe D come home from jail. These niggas are still friends. It's like everybody that was involved in Tupac murder are still friends and cool, except for Tupac's family. Keefe D and Suge remain cool after Pac died, which is weird. Reggie and Keefe D remain friends after Pac died, which is weird. Snoop and them was around Keefe D and them, whether they knew him or not, at the celebrity basketball game after Pac was dead.
Go back January 9th, they showed me what they had. Yeah, had they came out with a file.
And they still think that you're the one that killed Biggie, right?
They said, they think, yeah.
Now, how come? Why do you think that Keefe D has never been arrested?
It's a very complicated prosecution, based on the fact that so much time has passed. We don't get that information till 2009. A lot of the witnesses and co-conspirators were dead. Keefe D's a convicted drug dealer, a known gang member. He's perjured himself before, so his own credibility will be in question. And now you're taking his information.
You just described Reggie Wright Jr.'s criminal record, same thing as Keefe D, and you talking about his credibility is going to be a question, and y'all listening to Reggie? Keefe D wasn't even a goddamn cop. Reggie was a cop and was selling drugs, and you talking about his word ain't in question? Man, Gray Katie, if you don't get on,
and he has immunity in regard to his own confession. And so now we can only go after co-conspirators, all of whom die with the exception of Puffy. Puffy now is
Let me ask y'all a question, right? And this is a serious question. If Keefe D is in jail for Tupac because he got on the internet and said that he was there, he passed the gun, and whatever, and that got him indicted. How isn't, I'm not trying to get Suge indicted, right? I'm just saying, how is Suge not indicted for Biggie's murder when Reggie is on Vlad TV saying that Suge killed Biggie allegedly and used Poochie and Tammy Hawkins or one or the other to do so? Reggie is on Vlad saying Suge killed Biggie. And you telling me that Keefe D could do these interviews and say Orlando did it or whatever, and he gets indicted and is in jail. How doesn't the same goddamn cop, Gray Caden, who investigated the Biggie murder, who sit there and claims he solved the Tupac murder, how is Suge not charged? I'm not trying to get Suge charged for Biggie, but the question is, how is Suge not charged when Reggie did the same exact thing on the same exact platform, which is Vlad, and made a confession that Suge killed Biggie using Poochie and Tammy Hawkins? How is Suge not? And I know why Reggie ain't indicted, because he got immunity. Greg Caden gave him immunity for snitching on Suge, right? But how is Suge? If Keefe D is in jail for Tupac, how is Suge not indicted right now for Biggie? When Reggie is the witness and tells you that Suge did it.
Okay. So you had a proffer deal. So that means whatever you say during that day was like nothing could ever be used against you.
Exactly.
During that day.
Yeah.
How come you didn't ask for like complete immunity?
I did.
They wouldn't give it to you?
I did. I'm sitting here.
Well, the proffer deal is only good for
What you
that
said
day.
that? No. Man, that's why I'm still sitting here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you saved a lot of people from going to jail?
Yeah.
How many people?
Lots. Everybody that was around me that was going to jail.
20, 30, 40?
It was in the 40s.
In the 40s. Okay. Did Puffy or Biggie ever come and kick it in the hood?
Never.
Neither one?
Neither one.
Neither one.
Never. People.
Now, doesn't that go against Marv James' story? Talking about the South Sides, Puffy and them used to always go hang out in the South Side. Didn't Kiwi just say they never hung out in South Side neighborhood? So who are we to believe now? Marv James, or are we to believe Keefe D?
Just be, in a fantasy world, shit ain't ever happened.
So now that everything has came out,
imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
The Greg Kading's tape has came out. There's been the murder rap. There's been a whole bunch of docuseries, documentaries, and everything. And people have had some negative things to say about you. They've accused you of snitching. Is there anything that you would like to say to anything? Reply to that.
Well, to me, I saved your life. They was gonna take everybody down and punish our community. You know what I'm saying? Some of my family members, a lot of my friends, a lot of my associates, everybody that touched that money was going down. To me, I saved their life. If that's what they wanted, you know what I'm saying? You can call me what you want. But to
So
me, I'm here free, walking free, and I thank the Lord for that.
did anybody go to jail over anything you said?
Nobody went to jail. Nothing I said.
So is there anybody in particular or anything that is
That
disturbed you?
That disturb me. I'm gonna come back and hit you with all the fucking good ass information. I got some bombshell shit on the drop with you, big dog.
No.
But Boosie, keep my name out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
There's one more thing I I want to show y'all. Check this out. When in regards to the police.
On your way to the liquor store, someone said Suge had dirty cops.
What's that?
When
Yeah. Everybody know that he had them. Cause we seen him at the fucking when we went to the fucking video shoot. It's in there with the right way fucking production video. I mean security jackets on.
What was your reaction when you heard the guy say that?
What's that?
What was your reaction when you heard the guy say that?
Oh, I knew. Everybody know. The fucking whole town knew that he had them on. You know what I'm saying? Buying them all red cars and shit. They beat us to the clubs. But this motherfucker, you know what I didn't like? He the only one really knew me out of his crew. And he told the fucking people Keefy D nephew. You know what I'm saying? That was in the fucking next paper the next day.
Now listen, y'all. As he said, the dirty cops, and in another clip that I'll get to tomorrow, he talked about David Mack. He mentioned David Mack name in the other clip. And this one, he just said the dirty cops, but he know them because they was on the video set and they had on right way security jackets, right? That's also a confirmation that the those dirty cops, as he referred to them as, was working at death row, and he seen them himself. Right now, what he getting into is he talking about Suge hiring the dirty cops. But as y'all heard him say, right, the next day they had his name in the paper. Keefy D nephew shot Tupac. Who do we know told their father the same night? Who did it? Here's proof again that Death Row knew who did it in 24 hours. I don't know what we waiting 30 years for. Right? Now, he's blaming Suge for talking to the police and telling them that they did it. But we know that it was Pork Butt that told his father, and his father's the one that spread it the word that they did it.
They beat us to the clubs. But this motherfucker, you know what I didn't like? What's that?
What was your reaction when you heard the guy say that?
Oh, I knew. Everybody know. The fucking whole town knew that he had them on. You know what I'm saying? Buying them all red cars and shit. They beat us to the clubs. But this motherfucker, you know what I didn't like? He the only one really knew me out of his crew. And he told the fucking people Keefy D nephew. You know what I'm saying? That was in the fucking next paper the next day.
Mm.
Why the fuck would you say my name, bitch? You know? He said that the next day, and he said that in the Source magazine. Yo, had the right people. Ooh, act like he ain't saying nothing, but that motherfucker been saying the shit the first day. He told his crooked cop friends. Then they sick the they couldn't get us. They couldn't get me, so they sick the FBI on me downtown. Shit ain't right, man. Punk ass cops beating us to the fucking clubs. Y'all need to stay the fucking police, you know, or moonlighting on both sides of the field. That shit ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit that they had going on, that shit dirty. You know what I'm saying? Be a police or a fucking gangster. Be at home with your fucking wife. Don't try to be at the fucking club with us. You know what I'm saying? Fucking cops. There before us, Suge cops. And he telling them motherfuckers everything. You know what I'm saying? That shit is wrong. You know, the dude's a college student. He never was no fucking street dude, man. I guess he don't know the fucking street code. You don't hire no fucking police, you know what I'm saying? People like, he did that shit smart. Hell no. It's bullshit. Then they sick the fucking people downtown on me.
See what I tell y'all? See what I tell y'all? Yeah. And tomorrow I'm gonna show y'all when exactly we talk about David Mack. He was locked up with David Mack. And he's talking about those are niggas Suge police. That David Mack and them. I was locked up, and nigga David Mack kept calling my name. Keefy D. That's Suge crooked ass, dirty ass cops. But hopefully the prosecution is paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And if they saying that there's a connection between these two, I think that they might be getting ready to or they might have started looking at Porky already. Yeah. So, with that being said, choke no joke. I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all already know. Holla back. All right. Peace. Hit that like.
What's going on, bro?
If you're not subscribed, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel now. Let me see if anybody subscribed since I've been live, because you know I can see that. Let's see who subscribed. Antonio Greer, good looking. DBD, Da Man, King, Nicole Rice, Charles Bosch. Y'all the latest to subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. You know, please hit that subscribe button. They don't cost you nothing, just a push of a button. You know, if you need me to help you out, you could go right here. And do me a favor and hit the subscribe button right there. There you go. Hit that link and hit the subscribe button. That's all I ask from you, man. I appreciate it. If you could do that for a fella. All 500 of you, 600, 700 that's watching, you know, hit that subscribe button, please, man. Do your boy a favor, man. All right, choke no joke. I will be back. It look like Lil Boosie is getting ready to go to the clink. And we don't see, man. But hey, Kevin Hackey, choke no joke at Gmail. Hit me up, Kevin Hackey, choke no joke at Gmail. Would love to interview you if you up to it. Don't let Reggie call you and talk you out of it. Don't mess with that nigga. No, he gonna ask you all the questions to get me locked up. We cool now, right? Hey, Reggie, man, make sure you get your makeup done. So when I see you at the trial, nigga, I don't want you looking all oily in my pictures. So make sure you bring your powder, girl. All right, get your makeup done. And get your wife to do your S curls real nice. Joke, no joke. Y'all already know about what? Peace.
What's going on, bro?
Yo, Cliff, what up, man? Yeah, man, I just got your call. I missed it, my bad. What's going on?
Yo, man, I got an issue, man. On everything I love, man. These kids got me tight, man. I go and I find out that both of my sons, man, is involved in some kind of gang activity, man. I work too damn hard to keep them away from that life, man, and for them to choose that, I just feel totally disrespected, man. I need you to come talk to these little niggas, man, before I just hurt one of these niggas, man.
What? Come on, man. You ain't raised them guys like that, man. You serious?
Gang life, man.
Say word.
Hey, man, I don't know. They got somebody in their ear influencing them, man, and I need you to come talk and holler at these little niggas, man, because, look, I'm at my wit's end, man.
Nah, man, I'm over there.
Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
I'll let you in a minute.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right, my nigga. One.
Yeah. DJ 2. You know what it is. Youngster, you are me. Is the reason they call me OG. I saw things you didn't see. Sit down and listen to me. Hey, yo, come here, man. Oh, you think I'm corny, huh? Oh, really? I see more guns than Tommy. Who's Tommy? Was I in the army? No. Nah, I got my stripes, though. Now listen. Broke many nights. Doing what? Pitching that white. Uh-huh. No matter hard or soft, trust me, I'm cut from a different cloth. Now look at me, I don't knock my man off. If I gotta kill him, I step off. You know why? When you kill a trife, find yourself killing all your life. Word is mine. You have to live, little nigga, to experience life. Trust me, your mama's the one. There at the end of the night. Let's go. Youngster, you are me. Yeah. It's the reason they call me OG. Let's go. I saw things you didn't see. Sit down and listen to me. Youngster, you are me. It's the reason why they call me OG. I saw things you didn't see. Sit down and listen to me. Come here, man. Listen, you little jerk. They gonna tell you to put in work. What? Then they gonna give you a gun. And tell you to kill someone. Who's already a op. They really want the block. Are you serious? And you gonna take the shot. And then you go to jail. What? 3 hots in a cot. 20 flat to be down with the block. No, I don't. You thought it was your beginning. Nah, that's where you stopped. They knew the outcome and didn't let you opt out. To take they opt out. You the one they'll forget about. No, they won't. Youngster, you are me. Is the reason they call me OG. I saw things you
didn't see. Yeah. Sit down and listen to me, youngster. You are me. It's the reason why they call me OG. Okay. Saw things you didn't see. Sit down and listen to me.
Joke, no joke. Yeah. It's joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Chicken joke, no joke. Joke.